Today we will be making a creamy cucumber soup using coconut. So now we're in the kitchen and we're going to start to prepare our soup. The first thing I'll do is going to go over the different ingredients. So as you can see, here's our garden fresh produce. We picked the marigolds, the cilantro flowers, some chive flowers, a cherry bomb pepper, and some cucumbers. So the majority of this recipe is actually just from the garden. 3 more ingredients, and this is basically the coconut. We're going to use this to get the coconut meat out and use that for our fat component of our soup. And then we have the basically the wakame. Finally, we're going to use some chickpea miso. So the base of our soup is going to be cucumber juice. So let's go ahead and start juicing. Out one side of the machine comes the cucumber juice, and out the other side of the machine is the cucumber pulp. Alright, so we got all the cucumber juice, and we're going to pour that in the blender, and this is our soup base. There you go, here's all our cut up coconut. We're just going to go ahead and add that to the blender. Alright, so it's nice and blended, and now the next step is basically we're going to strain out all the coconut meat out of the soup base. So we're going to take basically a cheesecloth bag and spread this out, and we're just going to take our mixture and pour it into our cheesecloth bag. And just got to milk it, let all the liquid drain out, and keep all the fiber inside the bag. As you can see, we're just about done milking our cucumber coconut mixture. So the next step is we're going to reblend our coconut cucumber soup base here in the blender. And the reason why we're doing this is an optional step. We're going to do this to basically add a little bit more body to the soup. You could use the soup as is if you'd like, but I like to get, some more flavor intensity and change the color. Although this is a nice mint color, check this out. After we add these orange marigolds, it's going to make a nice rich color, and the marigolds add the lutein and zeaxanthin, which are some very powerful antioxidants. Alright, so now we've added the marigolds and the cherry bomb pepper into the blender, and we're just going to go ahead and reblend that up. So we just finished making the soup base, and now we're going to add some texture inside the soup. I like nice texture inside the soup for some good mouthfeel, and also for some more body inside the soup than just drinking something purely liquid, especially in raw soups. So what we're going to do today is we're going to use the Ben Ringer spiral slicer. This spiral slicing tool offers you 3 different settings, and we're using the medium setting today, so you can have really thin angel hair type noodles or fatter noodles. Now we cut our cucumber to fit into the spiral slicer, and now we're just going to line it up and start slicing. It's very important when using a spiral slicer to hold the machine with one hand, hold the other hand, turn, and put constant downward pressure. And as you do this, you can see out of the bottom of the machine come these long, amazing noodles. Alright, so the last step is now to simply assemble the soup. We're going to simply take our mixture and pour it in the bowl. And look at that nice, rich color on that soup. That's the marigold flowers you're seeing. Then what we're going to do is add a little bit of the noodles. And look at these spaghetti noodles made out of the cucumbers. They're pretty crazy. That adds a nice texture to the soup there. Next, we're going to add some of the seaweed. And I like the seaweed, the whole pieces, because they're just long, nice strips. Last step now is, of course, the garnish. Very important. So we're going to use the garlic chive flowers that we picked earlier, and we're just going to basically pluck these out. We're going to pluck these out and just sprinkle the garlic chive flowers on top. And on top, of course, we're going to also put the cilantro flowers, and I like to just set them up and poke them out of the soup. Alright, so here's our creamy cucumber soup using coconut, and look how pretty that looks with the flowers, the fresh flowers on there. Go to www.hotrawchef.com to vote for me. Don't forget, do it now. That's hotrawchef.com to cast your People's Choice vote for me, John Kohler.